For cheat games, MSP and PSN money, check out my sponsor ETO'O, the link's down below in the description, and use the code RIGFREE for 3% cashback. Alright guys, today I'll be showing you who may potentially win Player of the Month for each league, so if you guys will enjoy this video, and if you do, please smash the like button down below, and also for the on-screen pictures, mainly going to be used in Potm just here, so for all the stats they're correct, can't see the cards though, so unfortunately that's one of the issues, but yeah, for Potm just here, as you can see from the stats on there, there's quite a few contenders here for League 1, like the stats are very similar, but when I've looked into the players individually, I'm thinking Ganago, I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it, but for him, scored in all 4 games, got man of the match 3 times, and that's why I'm leaning towards him possibly winning League 1 Player of the Month for his card. I'll put a rough card on the screen right now. For Savenir, who was on the picture as well, he got man of the match in 2 games last month, so I'll probably say he's the second favourite, but Ganago, he's the player who I'm going to go for League 1. Next up for this video, we're going to take a look at the MLS just here. So for the stats and all 4 of these players, they are very similar. There's also actually a few other players in the league with very similar stats as well. So for the MLS, it's very hard to pick who's going to win. So when looking at stuff like the most man of the matches, that does go to Pedro Santos as well. So in total, he does have like 1 more goal and assist combined compared to the other 3 players on the screen. So Pedro Santos, he's going to be the fave for me. The second fave will be the guy just underneath him. So Poz, however you pronounce it, because I always butcher his name. So for the 2 on the left side, I do think he'll be one of them, but Pedro Santos, that's going to be the player who I go with for the MLS. Going into the next league for this video now, we have La Liga just here, which is a bit of a weird one, and the reason for that is EA have actually announced who's up for the vote already, and some of these players still have a game to come this month. This is the only league where there's still some games to come, so it's a little bit of a weird one. So for the stats, just going on the screen just here, for Gomez, he is actually ruled out, he's not on the votes, but for the other 3 players, Suarez has somehow gone there, even though he's only played 19 minutes. It was a pretty mad 19 minutes, but to play 19 minutes and get on the Player of the Month vote, that's pretty mad. The top 2 players though, Aspas and Morales there, it's hard to pick who's going to win it, because of Aspas, he's got the same goals as Morales, he's also got 2 man of the matches, which is pretty good. Morales though, 1 less game, same goals and 1 assist, so it's very hard to say. Like on the screen right now, just going to put a picture of the players who are actually on the vote. Now for these players, the 2 centre mids and the CDM, it's going to be very hard for them to win it, because like usually is the forward that wins Player of the Month. For the other 4 cards, as mentioned, Aspas and Morales, they're probably currently the favourites, but there's still a game to come. Like, let's say for example, Aspas, Morales, they don't score in their final games, and either Suarez or Fati scored 2 goals or assist 2 goals, suddenly they're going to become the favourite. Now for me, I would like a Player of the Month. Fati's going to need a mad game to get it, but we'll see what happens over the next day or 2. So for La Liga, it's impossible to predict at the minute. I'm going to go into the next league. Next up for this video, we have the Bundesliga, and with the Bundesliga as well, there was actually only 2 games this month, so because of that, potentially may not be a Player of the Month this month for the Bundesliga, but if there is, Kramaric is the favourite by a mile, got 5 goals in 2 games, hat-trick in the first game, 2 goals in the second against Bayern Munich, also got man of the match in both them games, so Kramaric, he's the favourite by an absolute mile if there is a Player of the Month for the Bundesliga. Wouldn't mind seeing a Player of the Month Gnabry though. I'm going to go into the next league. Going into the final league for this video now, so we have the Premier League, so the top of Potm, got Kane, Vardy, Calvert-Lewin and Son, and straight away, going to rule out Son just because all 4 of his goals came in 1 game. For the top 2, for Kane, for his goal and assist, they came across 2 different games. For Vardy, his goals, they came across 2 different games, and this is where Calvert-Lewin has a slight advantage. His goals, they came across all 3 games, so he managed to score in every single game. The other thing that sometimes gets looked at a little bit as well is a player's win record for the month. So Vardy and Calvert-Lewin won all 3 games that they played in, which will help them a little bit over Kane. But for me, Calvert-Lewin, since he scored in all 3 games, that's going to make him the favourite. And also for Vardy as well, did score a few penalties, which sometimes doesn't help a player. So for me, Calvert-Lewin's got to be the favourite. And that will be it for this video now, so I hope you enjoyed. And if you have, make sure you smash the like button down below, and peace.